Hi, welcome to our beginner workout. We'll just give about a minute for some others to join and then we'll get started. All right. So yeah, we'll get started. So it's our beginner workout today. So we're going to be going through a stretch, strengthen, and sweat workout. We'll be doing 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 3 exercises, and then we'll do 3 sets of that. So yeah, let's get started with our warm-up. While we're getting started here, I just want to reiterate, as always, go at your own pace. I may be doing a few more reps or a few less than you, no problem. Go at your own pace and then focus on your technique and form that's appropriate for you. So we always want good technique, good form. That gives us, we're working the right muscles and not doing any harm. So yeah, just focus on those things as you're going through the exercises. So we're going to get down on the ground. We're going to start by stretching out our hips. So sitting down, my left knee is pointing forward, my right leg's back and behind me. I'm going to put my hands on either side of my knee. I'm nice and tall through my spine. I'm going to hinge forward from the hip, and I'm feeling that stretch through the left glute. Okay? I can scan back and forth, see where I feel tight, and just drop into that a little further, stretching those out. If I've been sitting much today, or anything, we just want to make sure that we're very mobile through those hips, because that's where we want to move. We want to limit any flexion or movement through the lumbar spine as best we can. All right, so from there we're going to come up, and I'm going to walk my hands away from my feet. So I'm walking away, looking over my left shoulder, creating that big bow through the right side, really opening up that right hip flexor. And I can rock my weight on my front hand, look back over my shoulder. Rock my weight on my front hand, look back over my left shoulder to increase that stretch. I'll do one more. I'm breathing while I'm doing it, opening up, and that's great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch. So it's going to be my right knee pointing forward, and my left leg's pulled in behind me here. Hands go on either side of that right knee, nice and tall through the spine, hinging forward from the hip, keeping the back pretty flat. And then I'm feeling that stretch through the glute. I can drop into it. Find that spot that works best for you. So I usually middle of the chest, and then I'll start to bring my chest in towards my right foot, and you'll feel a different stretch in different areas. Whatever feels kind of like the best stretch for you, that's where you can kind of hang out and spend a few seconds. So we'll come up out of that, and we're going to walk the hands away from the feet again. So I'm walking away, looking over my right shoulder now to increase that stretch, opening up the front of that left hip, and you can let the weight rock onto the front hand. Look back, rock over, or look over that right shoulder. Weight rocks on the front hand, rocks back onto the right hand, looking over the shoulder, feeling that big stretch through the front of the hip. Great, so we're all mobilized through the hips. We're going to pop up. We're going to start tying in a little bit of the upper body and some core activation as well as balance. So I'm reaching back with my right hand, stretching out my chest. I'm going to lift my left knee up towards my right elbow. Okay, so I'm opening up, back together. Opening up, I can look, back together. Okay, getting that movement going. We'll do one more. Open, reaching back, and back together. Good, so we're going to hit the left side now. Reaching back, and together. Opening up, together. Opening up, together. Reach with that left hand, back together. And we'll do one more. And that's good. Okay, so now we're going to hit our last little warm-up here. Sorry, I have a little... Hi, I'm working. Okay, so we're going to... So, again, remote schooling and everyone being home. Okay, so totally lost my train of thought. Okay, so we're going to add in one more exercise. So we're going to load the legs, add in a bit of rotation. So we're standing, we're going to step onto my left leg, and I can flex as much as I want to challenge myself. So if I flex a little more, I'll load that leg a little more. And then I'm going to rotate to my left. So I'm going to drive up, step on that left leg, rotate to my left. Good. Step, rotate to my left. Good. We'll do one more. Step, rotate, driving back up. We're going to go to the right side now. So step onto that right leg, legs loaded, turn to the right. Adding in some rotation, getting the legs fired up. Nice flat front foot, turn. And we'll do one more. Nice flat front foot and turn. And that's it. So great, we're all warmed up, we're ready to rock. So our group 1 exercises, let's make sure I have them up there. So we're going to do a wrist stretch. We're going to do a single leg bent knee dip. So you can either do that on a chair or on the floor if you want. And then the last one's going to be a little boxing combo. So it can be a jab, straight punch, and then across the body. Okay, so we'll be doing 3 rounds of those, 30 seconds on each. So we'll get started with the wrist stretch, where we'll be on the ground for that in 3, 2, 1. So we're kneeling. Our hands can go on the floor. The fingers can be pointing towards us, and we can sit back. Or if we want, the fingers can be pointing forward. If this is a little too intense, fingers can be pointing forwards, and we can just rock ourselves forwards a little. So you'll feel that stretch through the front of the forearm, into the wrist, just a light stretch. With all stretching, I always like to say to people, you don't want it to be too intense. If it's too intense, if it's kind of painful, your muscles will tighten up to try and protect themselves. So just a gentle stretch. Good, so we've got a 10-second transition into the bent knee single leg dip. So I'll show you on the floor first. You can use a chair, couch, stairs if you want. So legs bent, I'm on one leg, and then I'm just pushing myself up. So this one off the ground, not a lot of movement, but it really isolates the triceps. Pushing up, feeling that tension in my triceps. I'm on that one leg. So I'm on my left leg this time, next time I'll be on my right leg. Just alternate back and forth. And that's good, so we're done that one. So now we're into that jab cross combo. So we're gonna stand up, getting in our boxing position, okay? And it's straight arm jab, cross the body. Straight arm, cross the body. Good, so we're going to keep going there. Jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Good, keep that up. Good, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Good, keep pushing, we're almost there. 4 seconds left. And time. That's good, that's good. Okay, so we're back down on the ground. We're going to be doing our wrist stretch now. Okay. So hands are on the ground. Okay. Fingers can be pointed towards us or fingers can be forwards, whatever you'd like there. So whatever is best for you. Again, the stretch is gentle stretch, okay? I always say on a scale of 1 to 10, if 10 was like a super intense stretch, it should be like a 5 or a 6. Just, you can feel it happening, but it's not too intense. You can relax into it. That's kind of the key. You can do a little rocking back and forth if you want. Great. So now we're going to go back into that dip. So single leg bent knee dip. So I'm in position, my leg's bent, I'm on my right leg this time, and I'm going to do my dips. Good, 30 seconds of work. So a little greater range, I'm getting my chest, a little more the front of my shoulder involved with this one. Good, keep pushing, 10 seconds left. And that's good, that's good. Okay, and then we're going to be back into our jab cross combo here. So get set up. So this time, let's go, the jab's going to be the right, the cross with the left. Okay, it'll be a little more awkward for me, but changing it up, right? Working on both sides of the body. So that jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Good, keep that up. 10 seconds left. My tempo's off here, I can feel it. All right, good work, good work. So 2 rounds down, we got 1 round of those 3 exercises left. So we can get down again for our wrist stretch. I'm gonna do fingers towards me this time. Just gonna sit back a little. Feel that stretch go a little deeper. I'll show from the side here. Down, and I'm just leaning back, getting that stretch. I can open up the fingers if I want. That nice stretch all through the front of the forearm, even into the wrist a little bit. That light stretch, breathing through it. Good. So we're back on those dips. So I'm going to be on my left leg this time because I was on my right last. Bent leg. Down into the dip, driving up. We've got 15 seconds left, halfway through this one. Good work, good work. Keep going, keep going. 5 seconds left. And that's good, that's good. Okay, so we're getting ready for that jab cross again. Okay, so I'm going to do left jab, cross right across my body. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Good. Keep moving here. Keep the muscles moving. Use those legs a little as you snap those punches out. Right. 10 seconds left, so keep going, last 10. Jab, cross, jab, cross. Push, last 10, or last few seconds. And time. Good work, good work. So take a little breather, grab a drink, quick little breather, and then we'll go into those group 2 exercises. So a TFL stretch, step ups, and then butt kicks.
No internet, Daddy. No internet.
Okay, stop. So I am going to set up a step here. Sorry, I'm told I don't have internet. But... Okay, so we'll get into round 2 here. So TFL stretch will be our first one. So I'm going to start, and we'll get started in 3, 2, 1. So TFL stretch. I'm going to stretch my right side. I'm going to take my right foot and put it behind my left. And then I'm just going to lean to my left. Okay? We can do it this way. So if I feel a stretch there through the TFL through the side, that's great. If I want to make it a little deeper, I can take my right hand and reach up over my head. Okay, 15 seconds there on the one side. We'll hit the other side now. So it's my left leg that's going to go behind. I'm going to push my hip out to the left. And I can reach up over to the right. And that's good for that. So step ups, we've got 10 seconds. I'm going to do all one side. So I'm going to do all my, oh no, we're going to switch at 15 seconds. So here we go. Driving through that top foot. I'm going to start with my left. Pushing the foot in the ground, standing tall. Good, keep that up, keep that up. Good, so we're halfway. So we're going to switch to the other side now. So make sure you have something stable you're stepping on. If it's your stairs, you can just go up and down the stairs if you want. Pushing through that foot. Keep that up, keep that up. Time. Okay, and then last one's going to be butt kicks. So for this one, you can do it kind of slow, just walking, or we can do it more of a running kind of thing. So do what's appropriate for you, okay? So I'm running, I'm using the arms as well, kicking the butt. Okay, pulling those heels up so I really feel my hamstrings engaging. That's also getting a workout. But like I said, if you need to, could just be like this. Okay? Just doing it a walking version. Do what's right for you. Time. Okay, good work. So then we'll be back into the TFL in a few seconds. So again, I'm going to start by stretching my right side. Take my left foot in front. And I'm going to lean my hip out to my right. Keeping that right leg nice and straight. Feeling that light stretch as I reach over. Or if this is good for you, stay like that. Okay, we're halfway. So now we're going to step our right foot in front. Hip goes out to the left. We can reach if we want. There's a little bend in that right leg, that front leg. Foot's nice and flat to support us. Okay, so we're back into our step ups. So for the step up, when you're stepping up, you want to make sure that knee's in line with the toes. So it's not, we don't want it collapsing in on us when we're stepping. Nice and stable. Driving through that top leg. 5 more seconds, really push through that top foot.
Feel the power coming through. Okay, other side. So right leg now for me. Driving through that foot. 5 seconds left. Standing tall at the top. And time. Good. So a little breather and then we're back into those butt kicks. Okay, get set and here we go. 30 seconds. Getting those heels pulled in towards your bum. Good, go at your pace. You need to take a rest, so if you're starting this way, and then you need to take a rest, and just do the kind of walking version, no problem. Almost there, 5 seconds. And time. Okay, one more round of those. So TFL stretch, step in front with my left foot, foot's bent, I'm going to reach over, my hip goes out to the right, and breathe in, feeling that leg stretch to the side of the hip, maybe into the lateral core. Okay, we'll hit the other side, right foot goes in front, hip goes out to the left, and time. Okay, 10 seconds, we're back into our step ups. Driving through that top foot should be nice and flat, right? We want to feel the muscles on the front of our leg and the back of the leg, helping to drive us up out of that bottom position. Good, we're hitting the other side. Good, keep pushing, almost there. And time. Good, so last one, we'll do the butt kicks, and then we'll get a little breather before we go into the next group. So get ourselves set, and pulling those heels up. Using those hamstrings to pull our heels up. Good, keep that going. Whatever pace is right for you. Halfway there. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Oh, they're not getting as high, but keep going if you can. And time. Good work. So 2 down, 2 to go. I'm going to switch over our scene here. So I've got the next 2 groups. Whew. We'll take a little breather and then we'll get into those. Okay. So you can see group 3. We're going to have spine rotations with hip flexion. So you could use a chair if you want for that. You could do it kneeling. You could do it standing. But essentially, leg that's in hip flexion, that's the way you're rotating towards, okay? So we'll do that for 15 seconds, and then we'll switch. So whether it's standing like so, I'm going to use a chair probably for some of them, but that's what we're going to be doing. High plank tap out. We're in that high plank position, and we're just tapping out to the side. So for that one, we can alternate back and forth. And then the last one, this is the one I'm really good at. Just kidding. So it's hot feet around a box. So we're going to be hot feet, laterally, back, laterally, forward. Okay, around a box. Okay? So we'll get started with those. So we'll get started with those spine rotations. So get yourself set. Like I said, it could be kneeling, could be 1 foot up, so working the balance, or if you have a chair or something around, you can go for that, or a couch. So here we go. 15 seconds on each. So I've got my right leg up, so I'm rotating to my right. And I'm just going to keep an eye on the time here. And at the 15-second mark, so we'll switch. So my left leg goes up, and now I'm rotating to the left. So kind of locking the hips down, and we're getting a little bit of rotation through that upper body, the thoracic spine, moving through the movement. And time, good. Okay, so we're going to go into the high plank tap outs. That'll be our next one. So we got 4 seconds. Get in that high plank position. And we're tapping out to the side. Nice straight line from your shoulders to your heels. Keep your core tight. So we don't want the bum up. We don't want it sagging down. We want everything nice and straight. And when you tap out, there shouldn't be much movement. So you shouldn't be hips hiking up or hips dropping down as we do that tap out. Good, 5 seconds. Keep that tension in the core. Should be all out. Shouldn't feel your low back with this one. And time. So 10 seconds. And then we're into the hot feet around the box. Okay? So just boom, get those feet moving. Forward about 4 little steps. So forward, side, back, forward. Forward, side, back, side, forward. Okay? I know it looks pretty graceful, folks, but just keep your feet moving. I think that's the key. Good, keep going around that box. Keep them moving, keep them moving. I'm just trying not to trip over my mat here, so if you have space, go where there's not a mat or carpet or anything like that to trip yourself. Okay, so we're getting into that rotation again. I'll do it kneeling this time. So we'll take a knee. I'm going with my left knee is up. I'm going to my left. I'm rotating to my left side. I'm trying to keep that knee pretty stable. So when I rotate, I don't want the knee to open up. Keep it stable. Okay, so your trunk's rotating. Your hips are staying relatively stable. We're going to hit the other side.
I found this on the web for trucks rotating.
Truck's rotating. I got Siri going. So we're right side now. And time. Okay, so we're going to go back into that high plank tap out. 4 seconds. Okay. Nice straight line, right? Core is tight. Good, keep going, we got 10 seconds. And time. Okay, and then we're gonna get set for that hot feet. I'm gonna move my mat just so. Okay, so it's set. I don't know if that helped, but keep moving, that's the key. Get the heart rate up. It's kind of hot feet around a circle here, but to the side, back, to the side, forward. Staying on the balls of my feet. Good, 4 seconds left. And time. So, get the heart rate up. You can feel the quads working there. Little burn. Okay, last one here. So, take that leg into flexion and we're rotating. Hips in flexion, rotating. Getting a little stretch, getting a little activation. Your arms can be straight if you want. You can bend them. Okay, that's halfway. So now it's left leg, I'm rotating towards my left. Same thing. Trying to keep my knee stable as I'm rotating. It's not letting the knee open up. Good, so we're resting, 10 seconds. Then we're into our high plank tap out. 3, 2, okay. Here we go. Core's tight. Tap it out. Shouldn't feel anything in the lower back. You feel it creeping in the low back, just lock down into your plank. If you still feel it creeping in your low back, just drop down. Maybe you fatigued your core. Maybe give it a little rest and try again. 10 seconds left. Tension in the core. And time. Good, so last one coming. Hot feet. And here we go. Stay on the balls of the feet. Keep them moving. Back and forth. Around that box. Good. Okay. Just trying to keep the feet moving. That's the key. 10 seconds left. And time. Good work, everyone. All right, so we'll take a little breather, grab a drink, grab a breath. And our last group, we've got a chest stretch, so we'll just be kind of doing that on a wall, door frame, whatever you may have. Plank up and up downs, so you'll be in your plank, and you're gonna go down to your forearms, and then back up to your, off your hands, high plank. And then we'll be doing a jab hook. So for the jab hook, jab straight, hook is like out and in, back into the middle, okay? So, yeah, we'll get started. So we're gonna start with the chest stretch. So here we go. So find a door frame, a wall, I have my left hand on it, and then I'm just gonna turn to my right a little. And that's just gonna give me that stretch to left side of my chest, shoulder, bicep. Same thing like with the wrist, light stretch, don't force it, don't make it feel painful. Okay, we're gonna switch sides, that's our halfway, so right hand goes on the wall, and I'm just turning this way a little, feeling that light stretch to my right side, okay? I can even look that way a little, tie in my neck. Stretch some of those neck muscles, which impact shoulder health. Good, so 10-second rest. Plank up down, so we're gonna get down. 3 seconds, we're getting that high plank position, core is tight. When we move, we want the core to stay tight, okay? The body shouldn't be moving all over the place, or the hips shouldn't be popping up and down. It's staying pretty locked through your hips as your upper body muscles work. So that core is that stable base that allows everything else to move and function appropriately. And time. And then jab hook, so our jab hook combo. Get to see my masterful boxing skills again. Okay, so jab, hook. Jab, so the hook goes out. Okay, just keep ourselves moving here, that's the key. Keep that heart rate up, this is our sweat portion. Good, jab, hook. Good, keep that going. Halfway, 15 seconds left. Use the legs a little to drive off. Jab, hook, jab, hook, jab. Good, keep pushing. Almost there. And that's great. Okay, 10 seconds, we're back into the chest stretch. So I'm gonna start with my left side again. Hands on the wall. I'm gonna turn away from it. So, the higher your hand, kind of the more challenging or the deeper the stretch is. So, if it feels pretty intense, you can always drop your hand down a little, turn away. As it gets a little easier, hand maybe at shoulder height. And then as it gets even easier, we'll switch sides now, we're halfway. You can put the hand even higher than shoulder height maybe. But again, that gentle turn away, feel that light stretch, 5 or 6 stretch on a scale of 1 to 10. And that's great. So back into the plank up downs. 5 seconds, we'll get started with that. In the plank. Remember, core stays tight. Keep your breathing going, but keep that core braced. Should be all abs you're feeling. Nothing really in your low back. Halfway. Starting to kick in on the core. Keep it locked down. Oh. Okay, so we're back into our jab hook. So jab hook, I'm going to go right is my jab, left is my hook this time. So I'm going to switch my stance. Jab, hook, jab, hook, jab, hook. And I can feel it's a little harder. Doesn't feel as natural on this side. But that's why we want to do both sides, try and work on any of those imbalances that we may have in the body. Hook, jab, hook, jab. Good, keep that up, keep moving. Good, finish strong here. Coming up on our last set of these 3 exercises. Good work. So, Back in the chest stretch, 5 seconds. We start on my left again. Hands on the wall. Turning away. Looking away. And breathing through that gentle stretch. Okay, we're hitting the other side. Keep the breathing going. Keep pushing, you're doing great. Made it this far. Focus on the technique on the last couple here. Okay, 10 seconds and we're into that plank up down. Really focus on locking down your core and hips. Here we go. Keep breathing. If you need, you take a rest. Right? Just lock things down, nice little plank, core is tight, and then do your next one with great form. Minimize that movement through your core and your hips. Almost there. Good time. Ooh, that one adds up by the end, that's for sure. Okay, so last one, that jab hook combo again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Jab, hook, jab, hook. Good, keep moving. Jab, hook, jab, hook. Good, keep pushing, keep pushing. Halfway there, 15 seconds. Good, doing great. Keep going, keep going. And time. Good work, everyone. Good work. We made it through, so that was awesome. That was our stretch, strengthen, and sweat workout. We're going to go through a little cool down now. Focus on your breathing through the cool down. Big breath in, big exhale. Reach up to the ceiling. I'm going to grab my right wrist with my left hand. I'm going to lean to my left. And then I'm breathing. Feel that stretch all down the right side. I'm going to let the hand drop down in front, and I'm going to do the other side. So I'm reaching up, grabbing my left wrist with my right hand, leaning over, feeling that stretch, and let it drop down in front. Always like to stretch out the hip flexors after a long day, so I'm going to grab my foot, pull towards my bum, push my hip forward, my core is tight. I'm feeling that stretch to the front of my hip, into my quad. And again, keep breathing, that gentle stretch. So go whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, we'll hit the other side. Grab my left foot, pull towards my bum, hips forward. Focusing on that breathing as you're going through this stretch. Last one we'll do, we're going to do toe touches. So we're going to reach up to the ceiling, lengthening everything, hinging forward. Reaching down and then walking back up the legs. Reach. Nice gentle stretch as we fold forward. Walking back up. One more. Reach to the ceiling. Folding forward. And walk back up those legs. Great work, everyone. Good workout. Great way to end the day. So again, that was our stretch, strengthen, and sweat workouts. Yeah, thanks for coming, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.